I have my dream job. But even dream jobs have not so dreamy parts. That's where ServiceNow's AI specialists come in. They don't just tell you what to do about your busy work, they actually do it. That way your team can focus on what matters. To learn how to put AI to work for people, visit servicenow.com.
Hey everyone, welcome to Serve, brought to you by ServiceNow. What day are we on? 8?
Day
8 recap.
We're more than halfway home.
It's been so many days.
For you, it has.
Do what?
I said for you, it has.
You hear that voice? That is the sultry tone of producer Mike.
Yeah.
Techie Sean over in the corner chuckling like Beavis. JW.
He said sultry. He said sultry.
Yeah. No one under. Do you know Beavis about how harsh, Techie Sean?
I was going to say.
I don't think so.
Oh my God.
What? Oh, my TP for your butt.
Go home, everyone. All right.
Oh my, holy cow. We have so much work to do.
Sorry.
I really get thrown. This fucked me up. Are you serious?
You familiar with, do you know Bluey?
Yeah, I know Bluey.
Okay, good.
Bluey.
No, I'm thinking like what's predating?
He's
What
a
didn't
child.
he predate?
Of course he knows Bluey. He's a child.
What didn't predate him? Okay.
All right.
Here we go.
Dude, go watch. I introduced. This
This is
probably
derailed
bad.
quickly.
Yeah, we'll get to tennis.
All right.
All right. I did watch Beavis and Butthead highlights with my son Hank. He said, I am from Titicaca. All right. No one's listening. Anyways, there was tennis at Wimbledon.
Talk
Sorry,
tennis.
decorum. Wimbledon
Yeah.
venue. Focus. On a serious note, where did Paolini come from? I mean, she is awesome. She's one of my favorite players. I love watching her. There might not be a better smile in all of tennis. And couldn't find anything. Down a set 4-2 and an ad to Robin Montgomery first round. Great.
There's a lesson there, isn't there?
Tell me why is Jon Wertheim?
She, we are talking about a former finalist here, so
And
there
a
is some
Roland
track
Garros.
record, and a Roland Garros finalist. Rough year. I mean, she's barely playing 500 ball coming in, and you're right. But she was down a set and a break in her first round match, and you're thinking, "Gah." And then we talk about this fairly often. This is one of the great virtues of sports, right? You find a little hot pocket. Turn a match around, suddenly you have momentum, you have confidence, and here she is back in week 2. She said, I don't know if you saw afterwards, I mean, that irrepressible, like, cantaloupe smile, I mean, the biggest smile in tennis. And
Yeah.
she basically said, sometimes you hate this sport, sometimes you love this sport,
Yeah.
but that's
Amen.
what you sign up for. And here she is, a week ago, this would have been a devastating loss. She would have been deep outside the top 10, and now here she is back in the Elite Eight.
Techie Sean, JW just said hot pocket. Do you know what hot pockets are?
I do know.
Okay, good. Thank God. Okay, good. Jeepers. Unbelievable. She looked great. Great run for Alex Yala. Part of me was hoping for just pandemonium in the Philippines. And also, I have a lot of time for Paolini playing great tennis. It always makes me happy.
Someone was sending me all of the invitations to the watch parties. We're not talking about someone's basement either. These are like arenas offering free popcorn to watch a fourth round
so
match
crazy.
at Wimbledon. It's awesome.
Listen.
If you are Ayala's agent, I'm setting up exhibitions all December throughout the Philippines. But no, this was a fun match. And Paolini, a lot of variety, a lot of sort of... Did you watch any of this? I mean, she was really courageous. There were a lot of sort of very sort of bold charges to the net and sort of go for broke shots. And she did not play... She was not overpowered by any stretch. And that's good win for her. Marta Kostyuk, I believe. Is that right? Marta Kostyuk next?
That's it.
Yeah.
Kostyuk looked great also. I will say, you mentioned the exhibitions. Don't you know that players aren't allowed to make money on their own time?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Get out of here. It's frowned upon in these parts. Kostyuk beat Ashton Kruger. Qualifier had a great run. It's fantastic. Kostyuk, if you look at her stats from April onwards,
Top 5 player.
oh, top 5. I mean, maybe the best. Like, won Madrid, has barely lost on clay. Semis here. I mean, outside of like delivering a slam title, I don't know that it gets much better. She is an insanely good athlete.
Here's a theme for the women's draw, and for that matter, for tonight. Good athlete variety. The days of bashing are just not cutting it. And look at the stats of the winners today. Look how often they get to net. You can look at the slicing. You can look at how they're not reliant necessarily. I mean, serving well helps, but nobody's winning on a dominating serve alone. A lot of variety, a lot of athleticism. Kostyuk, remember what she said to us when we had her on, I don't know, 6 weeks ago? She needs to be better to herself. She's giving herself a lot of reasons to be complimentary. This was, I don't think this was a remarkable win, but she did what she had to do. She was very happy afterwards. And now, second major in a row, she is at the business end.
Yeah, I mean, we say it wasn't but getting the job done, head down, 4-4, when you're the favorite,
solid. Yep.
That's it. That's tennis. That's advancing in majors. She's been fantastic. She covered some ground too. She had one backhand pass where she went sideline to sideline, hit it on the. I mean, she's impressive. I'm a big fan of hers. Noskova over Keys. Surprising to you?
Yes and no. This was just one of these days where Maddie had trouble finding the court, but Noskova, again, in keeping with our theme. So she won 14 points at the net. She served well. She won. Match point was a drop shot. And then Maddie says, oh, yeah, she was dictating play. Mm-hmm. This is Maddie talking. Dictating rallies, serve well, 14 points, won at the net. It's going to be a good day. And, this is one of these days where Maddie just had some trouble finding the court. But all credit to Noskova. She told me she was, another one of these Czech players, but not from a big city. She told me she's raised in the smallest town possible in a forest and had this sort of free-range childhood that she thinks really helps her tennis. There were not a lot of, she had to be self-sufficient.
So she's comfortable on grass.
Comfortable on green, exactly. It's a Sylvan, comfortable on the green stuff. And here she is she's a nice player. I mean, she's probably, I would say of all the top 10 players, male or female, she's probably the one people know the least about.
Yeah.
Would you agree?
I think so, yeah.
But that won't be the case for long. She also was very proud to show off. She got, Sean, you know this. Now we're relying on youth. It's not the nose ring on the side. It's the
septum piercing.
Yeah.
The what?
The septum piercing.
The septum piercing, he says with confidence.
This is the only, yeah, exactly. She got it. She said she got it done after Roland Garros. I think this might be a first. I'm not sure there's been another top player, especially at Wimbledon, with a septum.
Have you ever had your septum pierced, Techie Sean?
Not yet.
It's coming.
If she wins?
It's coming.
No.
She wins? Do we have another handstand? You sure? Backflip?
I heard
you
yes.
sure? Let's do it.
Yes.
I think Marissa would have something to say about that.
It'd be good for content. You get over it. Like you said, you pierce the septum once. It's fine.
Vote in the comments if I should.
Yeah, vote in the comments.
You never go back.
Yes, is it? Click yes. Noskova, in all seriousness, top-ranked player in the bottom half of the draw left. So it's one of those ones where Maddie's famous. And Noskova's not, so people are like, "Oh, an upset." I'm like, "That's not an upset. She won Berlin. She beat Yala and Pegula in the semis and finals. Like, that's not an upset. She has a world-class, elite backhand, great backhand, switch directions, power, everything you'd want. She played a great match today. Elise Mertens, 4-4.
Yep, another athletic, versatile player, knows her way. I'm putting her down as this is the happiest player in tennis. Paolini will give her a run for her money. This is someone who says she just loves the sport. It's motivating. She'd play every day if she could. She played doubles. She was disappointed in doubles because she didn't get to
number one
play.
in the world in doubles, by the way.
With Sabalenka won a major, won Wimbledon last year, and she said she was really upset because she was looking forward to playing every single day. This is someone who loves tennis, north of age 30.
Cool. I love that.
A Kim Kleister's protege, and I got all the fact that she has a pet. Seriously, she's got a.
She
raises
adopts and rehabilitates pets.
Keep going. Yeah.
Boom. I don't know. That's all I got.
You're completely correct.
Yeah. Bam.
She has quails in her backyard. The male and female lay different eggs. I didn't know that. Her sister flies for KLM, commercial pilot. You want Elise Mertens trivia? I'm your man. But she was terrific today. 1-4-4. She's broken serve 21 times in 9 matches.
Gotta be honest, I didn't see this heater coming from you.
But you didn't see the Mertens.
This is fucking awesome.
You're tennis anthropic. Now that you get all these notes, the least I could do is give you some Elise Mertens trivia. But here she is in the round of 8.
Sorry, let me recover from the uppercut real quick. Let me just stumble to my corner.
You're writing the Elise Mertens biography after this.
I love it. That's fantastic. I think I once called her on our show the human ATM machine. Plays a lot of weeks, has a lot of results, singles, doubles, kind of echoing what you're saying. It's nice because rightfully so, players talk about how hard it is. It's nice to see someone who almost feels like they still have that innocence about participation. That's cool. I love that. Cobolli. I was on that match today. That guy is a complete player. I was really impressed with his shot tolerance. Demon has one of the top 5 flattest backhands based on RPMs, rotations per minute. And he was kind of bending down on one knee, staying there. Forehand, doesn't need much time to prepare. Serve well. The guy just knows how to like navigate matches. He can finish at net. He can, start to finish. Well, obviously was calling it, so watch the entire thing. And that guy's real. He also plays Arthur Fery. He lost to Arthur Fery first round of the Aussie Open.
That's right.
I heard. Wow.
Yeah. That was Sean. Yeah, this is our Roland Garros finalist too. So to turn it around and keep up this sort of stamina, I do want to ask you, because I was really startled. I brought this notebook is just decorative. I don't do shit with this, but I do have visual aids, and I want to read you Alex de Minaur's post match. This was one of the most depressing things I've ever seen. I appreciate the bracing self-candor. You called that match, so
yep.
I don't know if you have thoughts on this. Breaking it down, I think one of us went out to win the match and the other went out not to lose, and it's pretty self-explanatory who it was. It breaks me inside. That's the reality of it. Many, many hours get put into my craft and countless years to have moments like this and not step up to the plate. It's truly gut-wrenching. Wow. He went on, he's going to take some time off. I feel like I'm drifting further away from my dreams. It's getting harder and harder. That's the reality.
Has he ever been seated higher in a slam?
No, I think it's the highest he's ever been seated at 5. And I sort of, you were on the match. Was it that dispiriting?
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah. I talked about it. He missed a couple second serve returns when he was break points. He made the same mistakes over and over on a second serve. Like I would have bet my house on where he was going with his second. Like I know he's talked about, and let me just level set any opinions I have here with, it'd be hard for me to respect Demon more than I do.
Exactly.
All right. Like the guy always shows up, lunch pail, hard hat. He has made a hell of a career. Right. So, and it was the same second serve over and over and over. It was 94 into the middle of the box. Cobolli ended up figuring out that he could pretty much just run around it without much threat of anything else happening. Those hours that are put in, no one can question that. I know I've heard him talk about finding 3 miles an hour more on a first serve. I'd find 3 more options on the second serve. If I'm him. Like not a single time, if that's off, it's not by much. Did he go to the forehand on the deuce side? Not because it has to be the best option, because Cobolli has to react to the threat of the option, right? And so I agree with him. And you could sense his disappointment. This is probably his best surface. After the clay court season, I respect someone who takes it this hard, who wants it this much, who is honest, self-aware. Those are all attributes that I really, really respect. And I think he's right.
Wow. All right.
I think he's right. I think, he's the higher seed. He's had the opportunity to play someone not ranked inside the top 100 who is a wild card in the quarters to make his first semi if he wins that, right? Arthur Fery or Dimitrov at that point. No Alcaraz, Sinner, Djokovic in his half of the draw. Opportunity was knocking.
Right.
I'm sure that has a disproportionate amount of value in his statements. But yeah, I think he missed an opportunity. I do. And sometimes we have to call it like we see it. You can simultaneously think the world of someone and also say, I think their analysis of themselves is probably accurate. he'll get back on the horse. That's his nature. Right. I think he's just an uber professional. I hope that the long hours are also smart hours. Right. Is he ever going to serve 140? No. Can you mix up pace and speed and placement on a second serve? Yes, you can. Can you mix up return position if you're not making any headway? Yes, you can. Those are all things that are fixable. Something I've taken away from this week, like you see people emotional in interviews. Tennis players care.
Yeah.
They don't have contract years where they care. They have every year where they care, right? There's no guaranteed salary. And yes, we make money to play a game. Like you can't compare that to real life, but what it means to Safiullin when he breaks down, what it means to Grigor coming back from that injury. These are kind of like real life stories wrapped up into these individual sport athletes.
I'll give you like adjacent to that, something that I'm struck by is you get 4 chances to win big prizes. That's great, right? It's not like we have a shitty season. We got to rebuild. Like you get 8 weeks of the year devoted to majors. The flip side is, Andreeva wins Roland Garros. She's on top of the world. And like 3 weeks later, she's checking a racket saying, I hate tennis and leaving the court in tears. That might be an extreme example, but even, Raducanu wins Australia. Great. She won a major. It should be. And then it's been really hard times for her in the past few weeks. This sport does not give you a lot of chance to sort of rest on laurels and take victory laps.
That's true. And with time, and I'm speaking, from experience, Raducanu, no one will ever take away Wimbledon. No one will ever take away the Australian Open, and no one will ever remember what round she got to in the 2026 version of Wimbledon. Right. We'll be like, I don't know, she lost early-ish, maybe, something. So,
no, you're right. It gives and it takes, right? I mean, if Sinner wins this, nobody's droning on about the match against Cerundolo in heat. It's only
we'll
5 weeks later.
It was like a weird occurrence, but you get defined by the numbers over like a decade, not. Right. In a 2-week span. And Andreeva, I like it when people care. I like it when they're pissed. I like it when it really hurts them inside. I don't like it when players like, I don't know, next time. Like, I don't relate to that. I don't like it. The struggle is part of the beauty of the sport. Speaking of struggle, did you see Cobolli's post-match interview? Anyone in Bueller? Anyone?
No.
Anyone?
No.
What happened?
He talked about how they didn't book their house for long enough. And they have to find a house.
He's one of these guys too, huh?
And I felt guilty. Guys, I felt guilty.
Why is that?
Why?
Because I'm sitting in this beautiful home that I found on Airbnb, and Cobolli might not have a bed tonight. He made $500,000 today, but he doesn't know. I have no idea if he's serious. But I will tell you, if you're in Wimbledon Village, he literally said, if you have a home in Wimbledon Village, let me know. Post your home on Airbnb.
I mean, you might get a quick sale.
Quick.
Exactly.
He's good for it.
If the person says, we'd like your home, and then they say, grazie, that's Cobolli.
Exactly. Target that for Italian. Mike's right, too. He's going to pass the credit check. I thought you were going to say you've got a spare bedroom, and if you're the Roland Garros finalist still in this tournament,
I was thinking about that, but then I decided against it.
Lesson learned.
Fritz looked great.
Yeah.
Fritz looked great. Bublik, the chaos machine, wasn't quite there.
All right, so let me ask you this from a common fan perspective, and the obvious answer is it's opponent dependent at some level. Bublik had 47 aces against Francis.
48. Yep.
Granted, it was a longer 5-set match. 13. I think Fritz had like twice as many aces. I think Taylor had like 23 to 13. This match was double-digit time minutes. I think it was like an hour 39, hour and a half.
Yep.
So Taylor's got to be thrilled, but I think a lot of people, including Francis, must be saying, dude, you were hitting all your spots. You had 48 aces against me, and you had 20% of that total tonight. How do you explain that?
One, Taylor's a professional. Like, he's a pro. all of this talk about the slams and the whole thing, he leans into that conversation and speaks very plainly about my life goal in this sport is to win a slam. No ifs or buts, no qualifiers. Boom, that's it. I watched him get run out of the room against Sonego in the first set, who was playing like a psychopath, coming in on everything. It would have caused me panic. There was no panic in his game. He might get beat in this tournament, but it's not because he's kind of leaning away from a challenge, right? Bublik breaks him early in this match. He breaks right back. He's starting to get that gene, or maybe he's had it for a while. Maybe starting to get it is a little dismissive. He kind of has that gene where something goes wrong, he kind of goes inward, finds some calm. I'm impressed. This is what top players do. They take tricky matchups and they make them routine. How's this for a stat line? I think this is probably the best plus minus at Wimbledon this year.
What's up?
I'd bet you $1 on it. 47 winners, 8 unforced errors for Taylor Fritz in this match. Plus 39.
That's pretty good.
In 3 sets. He had 23 aces to Bublik's 13. 23 aces in 3 sets is legit.
Exactly.
He's playing great.
And time of match. And now, let's just
let's give a little
this.
live update. And what's the old Zverev doing with 10 minutes until
Zverev
curfew?
over Lehechka, 2 sets to love. And now they're on serve early in the third. And bear in mind that Taylor's beaten Zverev 7 times on the trot, including once here.
And that streak started 2 years ago here. Hasn't been small matches.
Yeah, right.
Like just beat him in Halle, beat him at the US Open after he beat him here. For some, matchups matter, and for some reason he likes that matchup. Maybe it's just because he can stay back in with him. Maybe it's because he can hold serve. I don't know, but it's certainly not a matchup that he's going to shy away from. Zverev looks as confident as he's ever looked on grass. Now, there is the levitating effect from Roland Garros, right? I think there's as free and easy as one can be until consequence might matter. He's playing well. One of the few things that I actually got right and felt strongly about was Taylor making final out of that half. He's done nothing to make me think to run off of that opinion, but Zverev has made me think that he's way more in this thing than people have given him credit for.
Can this be right that Zverev up 2 sets to love on Lehechka for what would be his first top 20 win here?
First top 20 win here, first quarterfinal here.
Yeah. So he's stepped it up on the heels of Roland Garros, but boy, the track record, I don't think he hadn't been on the fourth round coming.
I mean, and he's stepping in and he's hitting his forehand, and you might not be comfortable on a surface. 137 consistently at a 70% clip. That plays on kind of any surface.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway, so we'll see if we get that matchup. The curfew is here in about 10 minutes. I don't know if they've stopped him out already, but real time, he's rolling over Lehechka, which is a good win on grass, by the way. Lehechka made finals at Queens last year before losing to Carlos. Match of the day, Arthur Fery, Grigor Dimitrov. Storyline's crazy. I'm going to lay on the sword here. You ready?
Let's hear it.
I completely underestimated this guy, Fery. Fuck me, he's tough. Man, he was good today. I mean, rushing some second serves, playing defense. I was impressed. Tough. Back-to-back fifth set breakers beat Bergs, who was in form. 5th set breaker, ran through that breaker, beats Dimitrov. Dimitrov's story was fantastic. I got to think this one stings. And overall, looking back, pretty special memory on the heels of last year for Grigor.
You've just paraphrased his press conference.
Okay.
I mean, he basically said exactly that. This one's going to sting, but big picture, a lot of emotions, proud of where I was versus a year ago. And then also said sort of encouragingly, I still have good tennis in me. I firmly believe I'll be back. I was doing tennis channel stuff. I was following the score. So
2 sets to 1.
Dimitrov up 2 sets to 1 on a break?
He was up a break 2 different times. I don't know this to be true. Maybe he said something in his press conference. I mean, tough 4-setter against Menchik, 5-setter against Berrettini. You've won 6 matches all year best of 5 format, coming back from injury. I suspect the legs were giving a little bit. I don't know that to be true. Just eye test. Fery's were not. That guy's built like a brick shithouse. Like he is, I mean, he is stable. I'll tell you that, right? He is stable. I think Dimitrov, like that was a big ask physically. With not a lot of, or not the match play that he's used to. I think my favorite moment of the day, Fery wins. Did you see what he said to his boss?
What did he say to it? I heard something he couldn't repeat to the way. Well, what did he say?
So he wins, hands go out to the side. He looks, it's like just a look of disbelief. Rackets on the ground, and he looks at it and he goes, "What the fuck?" Straight clear as day. Like you could see it. See, I'm going to try to cuss less on this podcast, but this was just a direct quote, right? This was just it. It was a great moment. I thought he was really great in the post-match interview. This story about local kid makes quarterfinals as a wild card. Like he went to high school here, like in Wimbledon.
See, all the things that we talk about, right? All the Claires and all of the. He's probably had the Roddick sandwich at your joint.
That's my guy.
I think his mom's a member of the. I think his mom's a member of the club.
Is that right?
Is that true?
Is that right?
Yeah, she was a French tennis player. I believe she played in doubles in the French Open in the early '90s.
That would track.
Right.
He was born in France.
Right. I think he came here when he was 2, but also went to Stanford. And I'm thinking, how good is college tennis? We're used to these. Nice player for Stanford. I mean, I think we sort of heard the name, but this was not like Michael Zhang winning double NCAA titles. And here he is playing at age 23 to the second week of Wimbledon.
Yeah, the conversation, and this is for another day, but short version is there's a lot of opinions about college tennis and those foreigners taking our spots. I'm sorry. I don't want to fade away from competition. I don't want to not play Arthur Fery for 3 years. College tennis has never been better. There's never been more ready pros. That means Americans too. Ethan Quinn, Michael J. I mean, Spazier, everyone. Like, everyone's better. It is the best training ground. If you succeed in college tennis, you will have a job in tennis right now. Like, that is a fact. I don't know that has ever been the case like it is right now. And I think our players in the States are probably better for it also. Now, if we go down the line and you're the 85th best tennis program and your son doesn't make a college tennis team,
you're pissed.
Welcome to life.
Yeah.
Like, fuck me. Like, welcome to real life. I don't know. And I seem to be in the extreme minority on this opinion. And I don't know. I said what I said.
But also, I mean, whatever. We don't have to do this on a Wimbledon wrap show. I think age is an issue that I think is legitimate.
I agree with you.
But that's not the case here. I mean, this guy went to college when 19-year-olds go to college.
Yeah, I don't want you to have like 5 kids when you're playing for
exactly
Davidson, but like,
I've had enough of your Davidson knocking. Let's see what else we got. No, that's. I mean, this was sort of an interesting.
I got one.
Day.
I got one, and then we're gonna close out. Stat of the day.
Well, what do you got? Yeah,
brought to you by ServiceNow. 2007. 2007.
Roger beat Rafa.
The year 2007.
It is the year. Last time that there were no unseeded women in the quarterfinals. Or sorry,
No.
last time that there. Yeah, I said that right, didn't I?
Yeah.
You said it correct.
Yeah,
Right.
great.
Yeah.
Before this
year,
Yeah.
no unseeded women left in the last 8, and that runs counter to the last couple of days of absolute carnage for seeds, for the top seeds, anyways.
That's good. So we're going to have our 10th winner in 10 years, but
And yes,
every single player with a number next to their name, every player remaining had a number next to their
that's
name.
it. This fucking guy.
All
Look at
right.
him. Look at that. Look at those.
That's a good stat.
Look at those brains in action.
Wait, that's a good.
Fun one.
I like that stat.
Yeah, good stat of the day.
Venus Williams, I believe, was a champion.
Venus.
Well, they can mispronounce it elsewhere. Venus Williams. didn't Venus Williams? Venus Williams was your winner. There you go.
That was a good one. Why don't you walk us out of this one, JW?
Brought to you by ServiceNow. Taylor Fritz had ServiceNow. We'll
This is
We'll be back tomorrow. This is Serve. Good times. Enjoy the tennis.
I have my dream job. But even dream jobs have not so dreamy parts. That's where ServiceNow's AI specialists come in. They don't just tell you what to do about your busy work, they actually do it. That way your team can focus on what matters. To learn how to put AI to work for people, visit servicenow.com.